What's up guys, xHOUNDISHx here with this week's reset breakdown for Destiny. So that'll be from May the 2nd up until May the 9th. Firstly, the Vault of Glass is the weekly featured raid, so the Templar and Atheon challenge modes will also be active, so you can grab ornaments and adept weapons, all of that kind of stuff. I will have a separate video covering the vendor weapon and armor stat rolls in a little while, but for now, let's cover all of the activities and everything for the week. The weekly Nightfall this week is Omnigor in the Will of CROTA, and we have modifiers of Brawler, Guardian melee damage is increased, Grounded, where players take more damage while airborne. Also we have Chaff, where the player radar is disabled, and Match Game, where enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. So this is going to be a bit of a tanky Nightfall to get through, not too much working in your favour. Of course Brawler will be useful, nonetheless it will be fairly easy to get through. The strike specific loot is of course the Grasp of Malak Pulse Rifle, as well as the Omnigor Bond. Siva Crisis Heroic Strikes have modifiers of Specialist, Chaff and Airborne, so definitely take advantage of your special weapons right there. These will be fairly easy to get through. Of course you get the Treasure of Ages on your first run, and you get Legendary Marks times 10 for your first 3 runs. For the weekly story playlist, we have modifiers of Small Arms and Grounded, and as well you'll get the Treasure of Ages and Legendary Marks times 20 up to 5 times for your first runs. So hopefully there'll be plenty of God rolls in the tower to spend those marks on. We also have Challenge of Elders. Bonus points this week are scored through super kills, so fairly easy. We also have modifiers of Specialist and Trickle. Of course you get whatever rewards you get from the Elder Sigil, but you also get a Legendary Engram and some Legendary Marks right there. The weekly featured Crucible is Combined Arms. Of course Treasure of Ages and Legendary Marks again right there. We also have Clash right there, Rift, Elimination, Skirmish, and Rumble Supremacy. The Shaxx weekly bounties are for the Clash match type right there, as well as the Rift match type, and over the road at Archite we have some Quartermaster bounties for the week. So we've got auto rifles, scout rifles, fusion rifles, shotguns, and heavy weapons. In the Iron Temple, Tyra has some artifacts, so we have the Memory of Timur right there with the Disciplined Strength roll, this one coming in at 95%. We've got a 92% roll Intellect Strength on the Memory of Radagast right there. And finally, Memory of Galleon with Discipline Strength, and this is a 96% roll. I will cover all the well-rolled or well stat-rolled pieces of gear in the tower, as well as the vendor weapons in another video, like I said, but that pretty much sums up the weekly reset for this week in Destiny, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, a like and comment below is super appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny content. But for now, you guys have an awesome week.